After 4 weekends of intense play from the world's best softball players, the chase for the gold comes down to this. Every day this weekend is poised to be moving day, and come Sunday, someone will have their name added to history. This is it, folks. The final weekend, Athletes Unlimited Softball, 5 intense weeks of softball here in the Chicagoland area. Parkway Bank Sports Complex, the best of the best doing work to become #1. This is all about a leaderboard with Athletes Unlimited. Who will finish atop the Geico leaderboard when it's all said and done? Deja Mulipola right now in a dead heat atop the leaderboard with Alyssa Denham. Big difference, though. Alyssa Denham has already played a game today. Deja Mulipola will play her first game of the weekend right now. And you get a chance to move up quickly, folks. Just last weekend, Taylor McQuillan, she moved up 20 spots on the leaderboard from 1 week to the next. That's what it's all about. This thing is fluid. Nothing stays the same with Athletes Unlimited. Glad to have you with us with my partner, Danielle O'Toole. I am Eric Collins. We saw a doozy here in Game 1. Big movement for Alyssa Denham. And now an opportunity to see the consistent #1 throughout the last couple of weeks in Deja Mulipola.
Well, and I also think when you're coming into week 5, the importance of winning Game 1 right out of the gate allows you to maybe take a little bit of a deep breath. There's a different pressure coming into this week because you want to be the top dog. You want to win right out of the gate. So I think, there's just a little bit of extra pressure brewing in the best way, and the fact that Deja Mulipola is yet again a captain. I mean, you look at last weekend, week 4, 2 homers, triple, 3 ribbies, hit one deep into the night. She's definitely gotten used to what it's like to be in that captain's chair, but most importantly, she's winning innings, she's winning games, and she's putting teams together that can do some damage. We'll see what they're able to do in week 5. She's big deal and has a big chance at winning this thing, but not if Haley McCleney can help it. She has been as consistent as can be, a .413 average, 19 hits, 12 runs, but an even better captain. Every single woman that I have talked to that has played for Haley McCleney says she is so good, a great communicator, makes amazing plays, puts it out all on the line, does not matter the moment. Haley McCleney will have your back. Jealous I never got the chance to play with her.
Let's check in with the third member of our crew. It's Key Michael. Key, what's going on?
I just thought I'd bring you your daily dose of cute. The cutest AU fan, Jackson. Are you excited for a game? He's pumped. Back to you guys.
I kind of knew you were going to get that answer, Key. Thank you. All right, this is game. Was he crying at the end?
He was crying at the end.
Oh, my goodness. That's okay. This is the second game that we have here this weekend. Doubleheaders tonight, on Saturday, and then on Sunday to finish off our third championship season with Athletes Unlimited Softball. Danielle O'Toole, this is her final weekend as a professional player, and she has played really well, particularly last weekend.
Yeah, she's just still continuing to hit good spots, coming from the left side, using that off-speed pitch away, going up in the zone to some hitters, that down and in. And she's a competitor, and she's one of the best pitchers in this league, and she is getting the ball today. And she's someone that won AUX in San Diego, and she wants to come in here and double dip her toes into potentially sweeping both if she can.
How interesting is that? She's a left-handed pitcher. She's picked up that ball with her right hand and threw it overhand with her right hand.
Yeah.
All right, this is what Danielle O'Toole is all about, the left-hander from Arizona. She has been one of the best internationally for the last handful of years, and she made the announcement earlier this summer that this is going to be it. She's retiring at the end of this weekend. Let's take a look at the lineup that she will face. Team Mulipola, Victoria Hayward, the veteran, leads things off. Sydney Romero, Deja Mulipola, the captain, slots in the 3-hole. Hannah Flippin, the shortstop's cleanup batter. The rookie Mia Davidson. Lily Piper is the third baseman. The other Romero, Sierra, is the DP with Odyssey Alexander at first base. And the left fielder is Morgan Zirkle. Defensively for Team McCleney, you got Bianca Stelli out in left. We've seen a lot of her at right. Haley McCleney is in center with Shannon Rhodes, the rookie, in right. Infield of Fisher and Bates, left side. Abby Ramirez, Andrea Filler on the right side with Sachel Palacios behind the plate, catching O'Toole. This is the battery, the main battery for Team Mexico last year in the Tokyo Olympic Games. Victoria Hayward leads things off. 54 hits for Victoria Hayward in her 3-year Athletes Unlimited Championship season career. Second to only Haley McCleney in that category. 1 ball and 1 strike to Hayward. Vic began the day 13th out of 60 players on the leaderboard. Now the leaderboard has been shaken up with already 1 game done today.
There's something just so bittersweet about knowing your time in the game is ending. The fact that Danielle O'Toole and Amanda Chittister know there's 3 games left. It's just one of those weekends where you appreciate where your feet are at and take in the good and the bad and the big moments, because you fast forward to when this is all done. Part of you misses it. You may not miss the grind, but you miss the relationships. And
a couple of vets connecting. Hayward bounces out to Sam Fisher. Both Hayward and Fisher have been around for 3 full seasons now with Athletes Unlimited. First out of our ball game.
Number 2, Cindy Romero.
Here's Sydney Romero. He's had a nice second season. Romero began the day 8th out of 60 players on the leaderboard. 359 batter, 14 hits, and 39 at bats. Another connection to that Mexican national team. We got pitcher, catcher, and batter right now, all playing for Team Mexico last year in the Olympics. To the second baseman, Abby Ramirez. Now the ball was flying earlier today. We played 1 game here in this building, and it was a 10-4 victory for Team Denham. 4 home runs hit by Team Denham. Amanda Lorenz, Danielle Gibson, Gwen Svekis, Tori Vidalis. Amanda Chittister hit a home run for Team Chittister. Here's Deja Mulipola, coming into this weekend the leader in all 3 Triple Crown categories. Leading AU in batting average, homers, and in runs batted in. And oh, by the way, began the day in the first spot on the leaderboard. She's still in that first spot, but she's got company. Alyssa Denham has tied her atop the Geico leaderboard, but a full 7 innings of opportunities for Mulipola. Ball and 2 strikes.
I can't say that I've seen anyone hit the ball in this league harder and farther than Mulipola. Amanda Chittister, she can get on one and carry, and you see Tori Vidalis, but
wow. Hot smash plucked out of the air by Filler. An atom ball to the first baseman. Mulipola lines out to Filler. We come back, bottom of the first inning, scoreless ball game. Team Mulipola, Team McCleney. Final weekend with medals to be handed out when it's all said and done. 3 up and 3 down for Team Mulipola. Hayward, Romero, and Mulipola all retired by Danielle O'Toole. And now a chance for an inning win for Team McCleney if they can score a run off of the starting pitcher for Team Mulipola, Shannon Sale, the rookie out of Oklahoma.
Shannon Sale throws a great rise ball, throw it at different speeds, different levels. I think for her to be able to come in, I know I say this often, but establishing that strike zone and figuring out a pitch we can get for a strike right out of the gate.
Here's the 9 the Team McCleney will have. The captain puts herself in the first spot. Abby Ramirez, Shannon Rhodes, Bianca Stelli, Fisher, Filler in the middle part of the lineup with Taylor, Palacios, and Bates, 7, 8, and 9. McCleney with a chance to win a batting title this year. Enters the ball game hitting .413 with a league-high 19 hits on the year. She's 19 for 46. McCleney began the week tied for third on the leaderboard with Alyssa Denham because of a tiebreaker. She was determined to be the fourth captain, and so she picked first in the draft.
I like it. The one thing about Haley McCleney, she just has such good plate coverage. I mean, if I'm going to attack her, I want to just pepper that down and in and try to make her drop barrel on me. I mean, sooner than later, can she make an adjustment? Yes. But I've just seen her do such a great job at times of going to get a pitch on the outer half and just hitting it right through the 5-6 hole. She can turn on a pitch up and in a heartbeat, but I just think if you're able to control something down in the zone, maybe you can have a little bit more success against a hitter like that.
Leadoff walk, Sale, allows McCleney to get to first base to lead off the bottom of the first inning. Well, the MVPs from our earlier game tonight have been sorted out. Tori Vidalis, big offensive day and a win. She picks up a +60. Amanda Lorenz had a homer as well, a +40. And in a losing effort, that's going to be big for her. Amanda Chittister is a +20. She got MVP 3. So in a game in which your team lost 10-4, Chittister, because of a single and a 2-run homer, scored a couple of runs, she picks up MVP 3 and the +20. The starting pitcher for Team Denham, Alyssa Denham, had a no-hitter going through the first part of the ball game and was actually really steady, but gets no MVP points. Denham finished with a line of 4 2/3 and just 1 earned run allowed.
We've seen Shannon Sale throw that off speed a good amount already through a couple to Haley McCleney. It's just been more of a pitch. She hasn't been able to get up in the zone. If you can locate that for a strike and hit a good corner, I think you can fool some hitters, but hasn't been able to get it up in the zone a little bit.
Two balls and 2 strikes to Abby Ramirez. Six for 27 on the season is Ramirez. Every variety of Athletes Unlimited softball she's been a part of. 3 years here in Rosemont and back in June, AUX out in San Diego. Foul territory, making the play is Hannah Flippin.
The right fielder playing for Morgan's Message, number 6.
Abby Ramirez communicating with Shannon Rhodes what she might expect.
I like it. It's just the little parts of the game that mean a lot. Just being able to pass information. Obviously, these hitters know the pitchers and the pitchers know the hitters, but at times every single game, there's just maybe something different. Maybe a pitcher is doing this a little differently. So to be able to pass on that information only gives your hitter a better opportunity, plan of attack.
Yeah, Abby Ramirez makes the out. Wasn't able to advance the runner, but she did see 6 pitches, and she got 6 pitches worth of knowledge that she's already passed on.
Well, and it could even just be a little thing of like, yeah, I didn't even flinch at the change. Like, change isn't even like a sniff me pitch. Like, just something like that gives confidence to your hitter.
Shannon Rhodes flipping to second for 1, on to first, not in time. Hannah Flippin's been part of 8 double plays already this year. Thought she was going to get number 9, but Rhodes runs well.
She's up there as one of my tops for the Geico Defensive Player of the Year. 8 double plays.
8 double plays turned.
The beauty of it is that the athletes get to vote, and I dig that. Don't put it in my hands.
Erica Biancastelli, born over in Italy, played collegiately in Louisiana. Man, confident swing. Danielle, your candidates for Defensive Player of the Year.
That's pretty good for Hannah Flippin. You just always know what you're going to get with the shortstops in this game. With Flippin, Ortez, Bates, they're just consistent rocks behind you. And I know Sis Bates makes this known that if you can play stellar defense behind a pitcher, it allows for a pitcher to be 100% confident throwing whatever pitch they want to commit to, because they know defensively you're going to step up and make those plays. And I had read an article that had just come out with her talking about why she's obsessed with defense, and it's just little things like that, being able to make your pitcher feel more confident in the circle, but also be that rock behind them that can completely have their back. But the thing about a player like Sis Bates, she made some plays at AUX where I was like, it's just different. You know, her range and her side-to-side movement is like nothing that I've seen. So quick.
Biancastelli listed foul and out of play. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the first inning. We've got inning points on the line. Should Team McCleney score a run, it's a +10 for everyone on Team McCleney. Rhodes, the runner on at first, off with the pitch. There she goes. And another 3-2 coming.
And Erica Biancastelli is a manifestation queen. We know that. But she's also dangerous when she sees a lot of pitches. We saw Gwen Svekis last game foul off a ton of pitches and wait for something in her wheelhouse and went yard.
Biancastelli walks. Second walk of the inning allowed by Sale. She's playing with fire. Runners on at first and at second with 2 outs.
Number 52, Sam Fisher.
So Sam Fisher, chance to make a difference here. 2 runners on, 2 outs. Fisher, .237 is the batting average. Began the day in the top 10 of the leaderboard. She was tied for 9th out of 60 players on the leaderboard. Really just a continuation of what we saw out in San Diego in June and her performance with AUX softball. Hit well, center field, gone! A 3-run homer, slamming Sam Fisher.
Sam Fisher with a mammoth blast. And that gives Team McCleney an inning win.
It's an early inning win for Team McCleney, a 2-out, 3-run homer for Fisher. Oh, the purple cape is out.
First baseman, number 70, Andrea
Wow,
Miller.
just unloads on this. Victoria Hayward knew right away she's going back. This was out of here.
That tells the story of walks. That's the first hit of the ball game, but it's a 3-run home run because of the 2 walks that preceded it.
Is Harry Potter purple at all, or you don't seem like much of a Potter fan, so not sure why I asked, but the Magicians? I need to get to the bottom of this.
Well, you need to get about it, yes.
Clearly you're no help.
Andrea Filler is the batter, trying to keep the inning alive, but already.
Oh, it is. Look, she's got the Harry Potter thing on her. Yep. Nailed
Good
it.
eye.
Nailed it.
Good eye. Shannon Sale walked the leadoff batter, then walked Biancastelli before giving up the 3-run homer to Fisher.
The thing about home runs in this league, Eric, is a solo shot's fine. 3-run shot, no bueno. That's where you start to see yourself get hurt, and at times runs get a little bit aggressive, and at times it stems from the free passes, right? Those walks. If you give up the walks, you give up a couple walks in an inning, great teams are going to make you pay. See Jen Sallin giving you a nod. She can still field it.
Yeah, she can.
She can.
Yeah, she can. Facilitator this week for Team McCleney. This should end the inning. Vacuum cleaner by the name of Hand and Flip and throws across the diamond, and the side is retired. But first blood drawn by Team McCleney, courtesy of Sam Fisher.
Sam Fisher, get you some. Little Harry Potter action for Team Purple. Team McCleney, 10 points for winning the first.
Well, a great start for Team McCleney, courtesy of the ever-smiling Sam Fisher. Sam Fisher hitting a 3-run home run, and now the defense is going to go to work, and they've got some pretty good options defensively. Spearheaded by the shortstop, Sis Bates.
Yeah, she's also one of my top picks for the Geico Defensive Player of the Year. She won it in AUX, but it's her ability to move side to side. She doesn't have a 10 out of 10 arm, meaning an absolute rocket, but she gets behind the ball and uses the turf at times to her advantage. There's no one like a Sis Bates.
It's like she knows we're talking about it. I watch her warm up, and she frequently will intentionally throw balls that skip in the dirt before the first baseman.
And you know why she's doing it, right?
Of course.
All right. To get a little extra giddy up on her throw sometimes. If you got to go deep in the hole, arm side, you got to have an absolute cannon to try to get a runner. But if you can use that turf to your advantage, and the infield is actually a different type of turf than the outfield. It's wood chips in the infield, which at times can help a little bit with the rainfall, and then it's the regular rubber on the outer half.
Foul ball off the bat of Hannah Flippin, inches away from an extra base hit. It'll be Flippin, Davidson, and Piper batting against Danielle O'Toole here in the top of the second inning. Danielle O'Toole faced 3 in the first inning, retired Hayward, Romero, and Mulipola in order. Ball never left the infield. 2 balls and a strike.
Saw Palacios at last pitch just kind of moving her body a little bit to show Danielle O'Toole just an adjustment on that backdoor curve and where her body needs to be standing at the finish.
Yeah, the leadoff walk. In the bottom of the first inning, a leadoff walk eventually led to 3 runs being scored by Team McCleney. And now a leadoff walk for Team Mulipola as we begin the second.
There's something about being able to have someone behind the plate that you're just on the same wavelength with, and that's Sachel Palacios for Danielle O'Toole. Obviously, the history that those 2 women have with Team Mexico, and there's a lot with that, but to be able to have your partner in crime here in Athletes Unlimited is huge, and it just gives you more confidence as a pitcher.
Danielle O'Toole is not happy with the ball that she has. Home plate umpire Don Brown's got 2 balls in his hand. Sachel Palacios has got 1. Now O'Toole's got a new one. And she's throwing it with the right hand again. That's the second time in the last 10 minutes that Danielle O'Toole has thrown a ball with her right hand overhand to her catcher Palacios. I don't get it.
Switch thrower.
Clearly.
I got to get to the bottom of that, too, because clearly that fascinates you more
does.
than
Well,
I ever thought.
One of the best left-handed pitchers of her generation. Every time she gets a chance to throw it, she's choosing to throw it with her right hand overhand. This is amazing.
Well, it's just, you know.
I bet you never did that with your left hand.
Oh, I've done it.
Come on.
Not like in a game made like a throw to first and switched it, but I've definitely.
If you were playing at Washington, winning your national championship, and the ball came to you and you happen to have it with your left hand, would you throw it with your left hand? All right.
I'm not sure. You're really into this, so
I'll
I don't.
stand down.
Whatever I say, I'm not sure if it's right or wrong.
Mia Davidson has been super impressive as a rookie. Davidson coming into the final weekend's worth of action in the 14th spot on the leaderboard. This was before the earlier game today. 14 out of 60 players. One thing that she's done really well is be patient. She's walked 11 times. On the ground, could be 2. Fisher to second for 1, on to first, not in time. Aggressive slide by Flippin to make life difficult for Abby Ramirez at second.
Third baseman, playing for the American Lung Association, number 47, Lily Piper.
This is good hustle by Mia Davidson. Wheels all day up the line, knowing this could potentially be a double play situation. Gets there. And she's walked as many times as she has because she's such a threat when she steps in the box. Like, she's someone that, I mean, in the scrimmage games prior to this AU champ season even kicking off, had 4 home runs in 2 days. Like, you don't forget that as a pitcher when you're facing a hitter like that. Not only that, but the history of what that young woman has been able to do at Mississippi State. I mean, set the record for 90 home runs. No other SEC softball player has hit that many home runs. I mean, she is one of those rookies that came in and has been given that roster opportunity to be consistent and play every day. Sometimes you don't get that. Shannon Rhodes, another example, but rookies sometimes got to put in your time. You may not always get the reps every day. Mia Davidson and Shannon Rhodes have gotten those healthy doses of reps.
Yeah, wonderful rookie class. You got Rhodes and Davidson. We saw Mariah Masson earlier today. Wonderful in that circle. Lily Piper looking for a first home run, which is unusual. We've seen her in years past. She can hit it with the best of them distance-wise. Softly right back to O'Toole. There's one! There's your double play! We've been waiting for it. Danielle O'Toole, one of the best fielding pitchers in the last decade, starts the 1-6-3 double play.
Everybody wanna go and talk it. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
Welcome back, everyone. Another opportunity to win an inning for Team McCleney, Team Mulipola. They've sent 6 batters to the plate, and they don't have anything going on right now against Danielle O'Toole. This is how the hitters can score points with Athletes Unlimited. 10 points for a single, 20 for a double, 30 for a homer. Sam Fisher got 40 points with her home run an inning ago. You get points for stealing a base, playing proper softball, sacrifice bunt and a sacrifice fly. 8 points for a walk or a hit by pitch. And if you get caught stealing, that's negative. It's the only chance you can lose points as an offensive player. Pitchers get points. For every out recorded, it's a +4. If they happen to allow an earned run, it's a -10. Earned run is a -10.
Did you see the Sam Fisher shades? It's Harry Potter.
It is Harry Potter this weekend. Okay. Working so far. Nadia Taylor, Sasha Palacios, Sis Bates batting in the second inning against Shannon Sale. Oh, now I get it. Okay, and there's Allie Harrell behind. Okay. Professional hitting right there, Nadia Taylor. Hard the other way, hit it where it's pitched.
The catcher playing for Morgan's Message, 13, Sasha.
Well, enter code ERA 13AUSB into your Athletes Unlimited app. That is your opportunity for today. The Unlimited Club.
I should have said it before Nadia Taylor got the base hit, but she was my pick to click.
Oh, yeah, way too late for that.
I told her that. No, but you can ask her after the game. I went up to her and gave her a hug. She actually stained my blazer. And I said, I'm choosing you for my pick to click this weekend. You might as well go out with a bang. She said, all right. And that's all she wrote.
It was a wonderful hit. Smoked it right side. Sasha Palacios batting against Shannon Sale. Palacios looking for her first homer. High drive, just missed it. Shallow center. Hayward. That's the first out.
The shortstop playing for Players for Bids, number 96, Sis Bates.
Handful of Washington Huskies in this year's Athletes Unlimited field. You got Victoria Hayward, you got Courtney Gano, you got Sis Bates, who's coming to the plate right here. Bates, a .242 hitter, 8 hits and 33 at-bats to begin tonight's contest. Shows a good eye. Ball one.
And I like Sis Bates in that 9 spot. She can turn the lineup over, has a lot of speed, can drop that bunt. But most importantly, the defense that she brings to the table and the energy that she has is contagious. And women like playing with her. And that's what Athletes Unlimited is all about. Like, every single week has a different grind to it. You want to do it with people that...
How quick is Hannah flipping? Like a panther. She saw that hop that she wanted and got it to the second baseman, Romero, quickly.
See infield pinched in a little bit, just throw on the money.
Yeah, flipping clearly just is unbelievably talented, but she was coached. She is so quick and knows where that ball's going at all times. Should end the inning. Softly to the second baseman, Romero throws to first, and Haley McCleney is retired. So, a scoreless second inning for both sides. The third inning will be worth 20 points when we come back to Rosemont. It is a 3-0 lead, Team McCleney, as we play the top of the third inning. This inning is worth 20 points for whoever wins it. Team Mulipola will have the bottom third of the order. Sierra Romero, Odyssey Alexander, and Morgan Zirkle batting. All right, joining us now for a chair chat. Oh, yeah, one of my favorites. Number 88 in your program, everywhere she's been, Nadia Taylor. Hey, Nadia, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. It's a beautiful evening, and it's a great day to get a purple win.
Haha. Tell us about the theme this week for your team. What's the motivation, and what are you guys doing in that dugout?
So we have the spooky halos. So Harry Potter theme, and so we're like the spooky halos.
Okay.
So
Nadia, do you remember what I said to you when I came into the dome? What did I say?
you said, hey, I picked you this week.
Thank you, Eric. You got the base hit, and then I said, hey, Nadia Taylor's my pick to click. And he said, oh, it's too late.
I thought it was too late. But no, that was a wonderful at-bat you had. You saw something you liked, and you smoked it through the right side.
Yeah, just trying to keep it simple. You know, my theme, I've been kind of battling this bone bruise from the very first game, and so I just said, you know what, like, let the game come to you. Don't try and do too much. You know, really pour into my teammates on the teams that I've been on the last couple weeks.
Nadia, what's it been like? Obviously, there's a lot going on with Danielle O'Toole and Amanda Chittister and them retiring, but with Danielle O'Toole on your guys' team, what's it been like this week at practice and stuff?
It's been very It's been calm. You know, we've had a couple gate deals where we kind of affirmed and, you know, kind of told her, hey, you know what, you've done this for my career. You know, you pour into others, and so we all went around in the circle and just said how much, you know, she means to us, and I'm just very blessed that I get to be a part of her last few games.
Nadia, you've been around a long time. A lot of people have seen you play for years, looked up to you. Odyssey Alexander is one of the younger players in our league. She's got a double. Everyone thinks of her as a pitcher, but she's got herself a double. What's your experience been like with Odyssey, and what do you see as her future going forward?
I think Odyssey, the cool part about Odyssey is she's always asking questions, or me just being, you know, assertive. I'm always like, hey, what were you looking there? What were you doing there? We spend some time together, and I think she wants to grow. And the cool part about it is I think she's only going to get better. And I think you can kind of see there her second year in the league, she's starting to understand, and things are starting to click a little bit more.
One of the really cool things about you, Nadia, is everyone knows you were a world-class athlete in college, played 2 sports at Texas. But it's not just you and the family. You're a proud older sister. You got a brother, Patrick, who's in Packers camp, and I know we had a game yesterday. When he is trying out for the Packers, he played in the NFL the last couple of years. Did you get a chance to follow him? Did you watch the game last night at all?
Oh, I'm locked in. That's my baby brother, and he works hard. He grinds. He understands the values and the importance of, you know, being a true professional. And I think, you know, a testament to, you know, Katie and Patrick, they've done a great job on molding us and really instilling us, you know, don't make excuses, you know, figure it out. And if you don't figure it out, put in extra work, you know, ask questions, more film. And so he's definitely a student in the game, and it's kind of cool to see because it's young in his career and he's understanding that.
Nadia, I've had so much fun watching you over the years. You know, 5 years in the MPF, now 3 years Athletes Unlimited. I just hope you play forever, man. I just love the professionalism and the joy that you played with, and it's just been so much fun for me to watch your growth over the years.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's been fun. You calling the games, and Danielle, you know, you in your hot pink suit today. Maybe it's going to be a great day for purple.
I was trying to go purple. I couldn't find one. You know, go Dogs, and go Team McCleney too.
Absolutely.
Nadia, thank you for your time.
Go Michigan State.
I don't get the reference. Michigan State.
She's assistant coach there.
Oh my goodness, I forgot!
Wow, we opened up that can of worms real quick.
Go green, go white. Yes, all right, Nadia, thank you.
All righty.
Runner on at second. 2 down. Trying to get something across here is Victoria Hayward. Runner on at second base is Aaliyah Andrews coming on to run for Odyssey Alexander. Two balls and a strike to Hayward. Big moment here for Danielle O'Toole. Trying to work around the 1-out double by Alexander.
Great spot. That backdoor curveball is owning that inner half, and just being able to establish the inside part of the zone with a pitch like this now potentially opens up something away if she wanted to snipe with the curveball.
Count goes full, 3-2. If O'Toole loses Hayward, she'll have to deal with Sydney Romero. The double by Odyssey Alexander is the only base hit allowed by O'Toole. We now got Aaliyah Andrews running for Alexander. First time through the lineup, it has been a really good performance by O'Toole. But everything changes second time through the lineup, and you can see Victoria Hayward's got a good plan. She's seen a lot of pitches. She's fouled off a bunch.
Well, when you're facing Danielle O'Toole, you have to be able to cover both sides of the plate really well. So to go up and step into the batter's box, you want to be able to hone in on one side of the plate, but you also need to be able to cover yourself when you get to 2 strikes. And she can change speeds so well, which at times makes it a little bit more challenging, a lot more for a hitter.
Should end the inning. Haley McCleney makes the play, and the side is retired. So, the double by Alexander goes by the wayside. Another 0 put on the board by Danielle O'Toole. We'll be back to beautiful Rosemont, Illinois in a moment.
Yes! Ooh, baby! Stop! Yes, Scar, dude. It's the Scar! Wow. Good job. Thanks. That was so awesome. That was weird. Yeah, you caught it. Count it.
Sis Bates wearing a microphone. We love it. Eavesdropping on her day. No one's more into the game than she is at all times. It's the bottom of the third inning. Team McCleney, should they score a run here, everyone on their team will win a 20 points for winning both the second and the third. This is a rollover inning because the second inning was tied. New pitcher coming in. It's a left-hander. Taylor McQuillan replaces Shannon Sale.
And I like this change. I think with Shannon Sale, the 3-run home run, you want to try to keep this game close. She's been really throwing well as of late. Curve to both sides, great off-speed pitch, can go up and down in the zone. Watching her last weekend, I mean, she was absolute nails. So I like this change for Team Mulipola.
So Sale is lifted after a couple of innings work. And now Abby Ramirez, Shannon Rhodes, Erica Piancastelli batting against McQuillan. Oh, we're gonna have a chair chat this half inning. Sashel Palacios is hanging out with us. Hey, Sashel, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Hey, it seems like it's unique weather here. We're always expecting 100 degrees in August here in Chicago. Seems really cool. How are you guys doing out there feeling wise?
Feels great. After week 2, anything's better than week 2. I was like, I felt like I was back in college, not gonna lie, but it's great. It's great weather, and it's a great way to end this season.
Sashel, I have to ask, family in town for last week?
No, family's not in town, but they are watching on TV. That's the beautiful thing about this year is just the visibility, and my parents can be watching every single pitch from back home. So,
talk to me a little bit about, it's bittersweet. Danielle O'Toole just closing the playing chapter, still a huge part of the game and will be forever around it, but just kind of what that emotional roller coaster has been like for you, because you've been such a rock for her. And it definitely has to be kind of emotional knowing that one of your homies is exiting.
Yeah, you should have asked me earlier this week. I was a mess all week. She just has left such an impact on this sport, on us as humans. Like, I tell her, she plugs in and she pours into people, even though sometimes she's not 100% filled up herself. And that's just her. Her upbringing, she's come from a beautiful family, and it's just a testament how much love she's feeling. Yes. Oh. Go, 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 go.
It's on! Yes! Shannon Rhodes, a homer! It's another inning win for Team McCleney.
Yes, Shan!
It's a plus 20 for everyone on Team McCleney. They win the second and the third now.
I love it.
Courtesy of one swing of the bat of Shannon Rhodes, the rookie, who has been unbelievable.
Lights out. How awesome. But yeah, Tully's just such an amazing human, and we want to send her off the right way. And I think that it's just a testament to her character, and just truly one of my best friends, and will be in my life for the rest of my life.
On a lighter note, talk to me a little bit about Shannon Rhodes. I mean, there's not a lot of rookies that get to come in and get that day-to-day reps. I mean, I think of her and Mia Davidson, but just what Shannon Rhodes has been about. Is she kind of a sponge? Is she learning from you guys, and what she's like as a player to be around?
Honestly, we call it, she's a glue person. Honestly, she's one of those people that she just is always giving energy. You don't know if she's doing well, if she's doing bad. Like, she's always so consistent. And honestly, all this is just, it's perfect, because she kind of came from that 9-to-5 job and quit that to come and play ball again. And honestly, I remember her at Oregon and then at Texas, and she's always been just a spark plug for every team that she's been on. So I'm so fortunate I got a chance to meet her and be her teammate and just learn from her.
So season 3, I just have to ask, as far as where you're at, you feeling good? You feel like you're having the time of your life? Because before you know it, this is almost done.
I know, it went by so fast. AUX went by like a blink of an eye. I was at home, was being pulled in a lot of directions. This went by, I feel like, even faster. It's just this environment, the people, every year gets better. But the people that come in, the attention to detail, this is the best league that I've ever been a part of. So I'm so fortunate that I got a chance to come back for season 3, and I hope that there's plenty more years to come after this.
Hey, I'm a big believer. Play as long as you can. I hope that this league lasts forever. I want to ask you about your health. You play 3 consecutive days every day. You're squatting for the entire game. You're catching bullpens throughout the course of the week. Physically, it's got to be hard on your knees. How are you holding up?
It's so funny because Abby Ramirez, we took a picture yesterday and she was like kind of bending over. She's like, is this what it feels like to catch a game? I'm like, absolutely not. Honestly, it's just kind of the recovery, prioritizing sleep and just recovery and making sure that I'm doing the right things during the week. And honestly, when you have your person out there like Thule and our pitching staff giving it their all, I can give my all as well. And so it's just a mindset, and what a beautiful way to be tired is playing softball and being out here.
Amen. Love it. Thank you, Sachel.
Thank you for
Wonderful
having me.
stuff. Yep. Did you see that play by Hannah Flippin?
I know, I'm
Deep in the
telling
hole,
you,
Hannah
I'm
Flippin
telling
intentionally
you.
two-hopped it to first to nip Bianca Stelli.
I'm glad I could give a little wisdom of the short hop. Gets a little extra giddy up on the ball.
Is that why she shot up by 2?
Yep.
Another base hit for Sam Fisher. Fisher is now 2 for 2. She homered back in the first inning, and now a 2-out single here in the third.
Number 70, Andrea Miller.
Hannah Flippin deep in the hole, knew she probably couldn't get it all the way across the diamond, and she just threw it in the vicinity on the ground and trusted Odyssey Alexander to make a play. That was fun. We're going to show you that play by Flippin. Her team's down 4-0, but let's take a look. Break it down, Danielle.
I mean, she makes it look effortless, though. Like, has to kind of go a little bit in the hole. Gets the true hop. Odyssey Alexander makes the money grab.
Some trust in your first baseman. Filler called strike 3. So Taylor McQuillan gives up the home run to Shannon Rhodes, and it costs her team 20 points. Another 20 points for Team McCleney. They have won each of the first 3 innings.
Shannon Rhodes, my Rookie of the Year candidate all day, with her 7th home run of the season, just behind Mulipola. 20 points for Team McCleney.
Happy retirement. Thank you. Do you have an idea of a legacy that you would like to leave? What do you want people to think of when they think of you?
I want people to remember me playing this sport as a good human. I think that's most important over everything else. I was taught that you are supposed to be a good person, and it doesn't matter how you play, it doesn't matter all of that. Just that I made somebody smile, or that I helped them along their journey. Part of our game is to never stop learning. And when you're a rookie, I feel like they think that stops, and like I would like to be that person who shows them the way, or something like that. So I just want to be remembered as helping people. I'm a good person, and I did what I could for the sport.
Mission accomplished.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Pretty cool legacy for Danielle O'Toole, and well, the numbers show her legacy as well. What she's been able to accomplish here with Athletes Unlimited.
I know it's always kind of sad when you want someone to keep playing, but they're gonna hang it up. I mean, the impact that she's been able to have on the game, but I think the most important thing that I've just absolutely admired about Danielle O'Toole is just how authentic she has been through the ups and downs of this game. And I think when you're able to share the good, the bad, and the ugly, it takes people into a different layer of you and what you bring to the table. And she's just been so honest and raw and true throughout it all, and her Olympics and just everything. And I've jumped on the Danielle O'Toole bandwagon, not at the Olympics because obviously I was competing against her, but I've jumped on that bandwagon when I saw her transfer to Arizona, and I've been a true fan of her ever since.
Deja Mulipola, the captain, smokes this one high and deep. Now it's gone. Long gone. Deep into the night. Opposite field homer for Mulipola. She has now got 8 homers on the year, and the captain of the gold team hitting the gold flag out in right field. How powerful is she? Just incredible. 2-run shot makes it a 2-run game.
And swinging early in the count. This is a pitch that's just elevated. I think if it's down in the zone a little bit, maybe this is a laser to the wall instead of a ball that drifts and gets over. But I mean, I feel like I've seen too many home runs to the left side from Mulipola, so I would tip my cap on the outer half and say, all right, she got it.
There's got to be some kind of bonus, right? If you're the captain of the gold team and you hit the gold banner, it's got to be worth something. That's worth at least 40 points for Mulipola. You get 40 points for hitting a homer, and if her team wins the inning, it's going to be a plus 10. So that could be a 50-point swing of the bat for Deja Mulipola. Mulipola began the day leading our Geico leaderboard. She's since been caught by Alyssa Denham, but that homer gets her back into first place with a bullet. For every run during this year's Athletes Unlimited softball season, Aspiration is planting 10 trees. Heading into this week 5, our final week, 2,430 trees have been committed this season, thanks to Aspiration's support. And after the home run by Mulipola, it's a 4-pitch walk to Flippin. Second time today that Flippin has walked. Those are the only 2 walks allowed by O'Toole.
Quick timeout by Sashel Palacios just to go out and connect. There's nothing like throwing to someone that you love and trust behind the plate. And it's not to say that you can't throw to someone different, but I just think knowing that there's 3 games left in your career that you get to throw to someone like Palacios, where you have all that history with.
Off-speed pitch, Davidson way out in front. Able to hold off on that swing. A ball and a strike. Davidson, first time up, hit it hard, but to the third baseman, Sam Fisher. Fisher tried to turn 2, but it wasn't meant to be. Davidson's got a bright future in front of her. She was an all-everything catcher as a college player. Played a lot of different positions at Mississippi State, but a catcher. We've seen her out in right field, left field. We've seen her all over the diamond this year. I wonder if going behind the plate is in her future professionally.
I think so. I think there's some pretty good staple catchers that have been in here when you think about it. Edwards and Gwen Svekis, Mulipola. But I think she definitely has a great shot at it.
Hats off to Deja Mulipola. She was tied atop the home run leaderboard with Shannon Rhodes when Rhodes hit one in our 3rd inning. But that tie didn't last very long. Mulipola now has 8 homers. She has 18 runs batted in. And she leads Athletes Unlimited in batting average. We've got a great chance to see someone win the Triple Crown. Batting average, home runs, and runs batted in with the season that Mulipola is having.
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable to just see the numbers and consistency that she's been able to have week to week. More importantly, with the information that's there on the type of hitter that she is. Like, I would be watching so much video on her swing of just how I want to try to pick it apart, but more importantly, how can I beat her? Like, I want to sit down. Like, there's certain hitters in this league where the game is on the line. A hitter like Mulipola, Chitty, Flip, I'm not pitching to them, but at times I wonder how much goes into that piece of being able to sit down and really watch video and see yourself face hitters and talk with your catcher about what the game plan is. Second time through the lineup, okay, I'm going to see Mulipola. What are we going to do here? This is the adjustment she made her first at bat off me.
O'Toole strikes out Davidson. That's the first out of this fourth inning. Now, AU softball fans, would you like to win an autographed ball signed by Rachel Garcia? Pretty cool. Well, now you can. Go to auprosports.com/sweepstakes to register to win today. No purchase necessary. Other restrictions may apply. Rachel Garcia coming out of that pen earlier today in the win for Team Denham. Sis Bates throws underarm and gets Lily Piper out at first base. Nice play by Sis Bates.
It's just a little nubber off the bat. Sam Fisher leaves it. Great job of being able to throw it off the right foot and gets it there.
Sierra Romero. Last hope for Team Mulipola here in the fourth inning. Starts with a strike. One of the best power hitters in the history of college softball, looking for her first homer of the season. Goes the opposite way, should drive in a run. Ball gets away from Shannon Rhodes for a moment and allows Flippin to score standing up. It's the third run of the inning scored for Team Mulipola. RBI single, Sierra Romero.
Number 22, Odyssey Alexander.
Just a little inside out swing. Has some good pop to the right side. I even think, honestly, if Shannon Rhodes fields that cleanly, I think Hannah Flip's still there all day.
Odyssey Alexander doubled her first time up. Chops it foul.
We didn't get a chance to really talk about it because we were talking to Nadia in the chair chat, but that was a really good at bat.
Yeah, it was.
Waited on a changeup, hit it to the wall, and we haven't seen Odyssey Alexander get consistent at bats, but you know she's taking reps in BP.
Yeah, she must be doing well during practice sessions because every team that she's been on the last couple of weeks has given her an opportunity to swing the bat.
Well, and for those that remember, at James Madison, I mean, she was a heck of a two-way player.
Shortstop Bates picks it up, wins the race to the bag, and the side is retired. But 3-run score for Team Mulipola.
I mean, how lucky are we that we just get to see the best of the best continuing to be successful in the last week. Mulipola, 8th home run of the season. Is she done yet? Who knows?
Hadn't all been home runs and stolen bases. There's been a lot of wonderful defense here. Our Geico defensive plays of the year, Bubba Nichols, back in week 1.
Then we got a little Kelsey Harshman. To me, this one was money. This took the internet by storm. This was week 1 as well. Bubba Nichols was like, hey, I'd like to try to, make another one. Lays out number 6 on SportsCenter Top 10. I mean, I still don't know how this was number 2.
That's incredible.
I mean, Air Aaliyah all day. Haley McCleney, I remember her forearms were scraped up for days. Lily Piper just paying the piper there at third. Making a great play.
And the best part is right here. I love it. I love it, the flair of Lily Piper. Hey, Lily Piper is, I think that's an IFB in her ear. She's got a microphone. Lily, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Hey, we were watching your defensive plays from last week, and man, you were dynamite down at the hot corner.
I appreciate that.
What is your natural position do you consider? I know you were a shortstop back in the day. Last couple of years we've seen you at first base in the outfield. Where do you feel most comfortable?
If you would ask me in college, I would have said shortstop. I was a true born shortstop. Now I'm just happy to be over here. I think I finally found my groove, and it's working for me, that's for sure.
Lily, we're in season 3 of Athletes Unlimited, and we have not gotten the chance this season to do this with you. I'm glad we get the chance to talk, but how's season 3 been going? You feeling good? Everything been what you wanted it to be?
Oh, Oh yeah, I mean, it's definitely exciting. You know, we have more people in the stands here every night, and we're just excited to put out the best product that we can.
What was kind of the mentality with Team Mulipola this week? Did you guys talk much about leaderboard stuff? Do you talk about that?
Hang on.
I love it. The magnet continues to work.
No, I mean, at the end of the day, we're all here for Deja. She's at 1, and we're all leaving it all on the line for her. And after that, we don't care. We just want to see her come out on top, being Team Gold, and you know, everything we can.
Has there been anyone kind of that you've connected with a little bit outside of what you maybe thought you were going to in season 3 here?
I got my good group of people here. I'm really close with Carrie Eberly. Taylor McCleney obviously is my roommate, and Allison Febri. We kind of all came together, and as well as Riley Bayless, a lot of the Oklahoma State girls, so I guess go Pokes, but they've kind of been my people.
You just a little go Pokes.
Hey, we're still the better OSU. I'll always ride with my Bucks.
Buckeyes forever. Hey, curious, I'm a competition junkie. I'll watch anything if there's a ball and someone's keeping score. You're a 2-sport athlete in college playing basketball and softball. Nadia Taylor played basketball and softball at Texas. If you guys played one-on-one, what should I expect to see?
Yeah, a lot of battle underneath the board, I think. We like to muscle some things around here, so I think that'd be a good battle underneath.
But you used to have a pretty good stroke, I thought.
Hey, I can still shoot it. I like to think I can, that's for sure. Come on, Vic. Come on, Vic. Come on, Vic. Beautiful.
So, who's winning? If you're facing Nadia Taylor.
I think I got a pretty good pull-up, so I think I can beat her off the dribble.
You're actually not too far away from LeBron James, right? Didn't you grow up in that neck of the woods?
Hey, the 3-3-0 is big time. So LeBron does so much for our community, and it's so awesome. And you know, a huge shout out to him. And I grew up in that area, so he's always been somebody that I always looked up to.
Lily, thank you for your time. You got a small ball player here. We don't want to distract you.
Yes, thank you guys.
That's one of my favorites, Lily Piper. She has been phenomenal to watch over the last couple of years. Here's Sis Bates, 2 outs, bases clear. Oh my goodness, Sis just turned on that pitch. Loud foul, and that one's not coming back. That's gonna be there for a while. Sis Bates, first time up, bounced out to the shortstop, flipping. Team McCleney in danger of losing this 4th inning. They had won the first 3, but here in the top of the 4th inning, 2-run home run by Mulipola, and then an RBI single by Sierra Romero. 3 runs have been scored by Team Mulipola in the 4th inning as they try and hang on and win an inning finally. Taylor McQuillan, her second full inning, came on in relief of Shannon Sale. Lily's getting her earpiece taken off. Three balls, 2 strikes. Change up, timed beautifully by Bates. And she can run. This could be 3. Look at Cisco! A triple for Sis Bates. 30 points, 1 swing of the bat for Sis Bates.
Her energy is just so contagious. I mean, we're talking real time. She sees it, and then all of a sudden she rounds 2. She turns it up a notch. I mean, it just makes you smile. If you don't see that and smile.
Oh, you can see how she was a hot number when she was coming out of high school. Any coach would have loved to have her. Not only just the skill that she plays defense with, but the energy and the competitive nature and the joy that she plays with. I'd give her a scholarship.
Well, that's tough to teach, too. Like, just that pure joy and energy and giving mentality to your team. At times, it's how you're raised. And I mean, her family, I've definitely gotten the chance to be around her parents and her dad, John. I mean, they're special people, and I mean, now that I have these 2 little kids, I mean, my goal, especially with sports, is to have them like players like Sis Bates, just where it's positive attitude, working hard, constantly giving, swagger's there. But at the end of the day, it's not about me, it's about the team. And how can I help the team? How can I be the best that I can be for the team?
Ball and a strike to McCleney. McCleney was leading Athletes Unlimited in batting average for a large chunk of the season, but last weekend she got passed by Danielle Mulipola. Came into the game hitting .413. She's 0 for 1 today with a walk. Her second look at McQuillan now. You got 82 pitching to 28. Reciprocal. Same 2 numbers, but in different order. Two pitch. Don't miss your last chance to see the excitement of Athletes Unlimited softball in person here in Rosemont. Tickets available right now. auprosports.com/tickets. We've got a doubleheader tomorrow and a doubleheader on Sunday. After that, we'll crown a champion. Champion of 2020, Kat Osterman. 2021, Alicia Ocasio. Hit well, left field. Foul territory, Piancastelli makes the play, and the Circle makes the play, and the side is retired. So it's an inning win for Team Mulipola. A +10 for everyone on Team Mulipola. Welcome back, everyone. We're playing inning number 5 here in Rosemont, Illinois, Parkway Bank Sports Complex. This will be the final weekend as a professional for Danielle O'Toole. Her mother, Diana, is standing by with Key Michael.
Diana, emotional game for you probably today.
Emotional weekend.
Emotional weekend, yeah.
Weekend, yes.
So Danielle, the story of her starting is kind of interesting. She learned a lot from you, but also the competitive nature came out early on.
Very early, yeah. We went to go watch her cousin play softball. She has a cousin that was a pitcher, same age, a year younger actually. And I was watching her cousin pitch, and I'm like, oh, no, let's go. So we actually went to the car, got her glove out, and we started pitching in the parking lot. And that's kind of how we got started. And then we just kept rolling from there. She picked it up from there.
No one in the family was going to be better than her.
No, it's always been competitive. And like I said, even in high school, her dad would tell her she had to throw so many change-ups a day or he was going to take away her cell phone. So every day it's like, did you throw your change-ups today? Okay, give me your phone.
Oh my goodness, you know kids are not going to let that fly.
Yeah, so that was legit. She literally lost her phone until she threw her change-ups. And she's thankful for that today, so.
Well, she's also such a sweetheart off the field. I had a chance to chat to her this week, and she said she wants to be remembered for being a kind and a good person. I'm guessing she learned that from you. Is that something you instilled early on?
That is something that both of us as parents, we wanted them to just be good people, be helpful people, be respectful. You see somebody that needs something, ask. Don't just walk away and say, oh, well, okay, well, if they need help, they'll ask. No, it's very important for her to show kindness because I want them to be treated the way, I want them to treat people the way they want to be treated, and I think that's how she lives.
You've done a great job. Well, last question, the bobbleheads. Where did these come from?
Danielle gave them to us at the beginning of the game. She said someone here from the staff made them for her and for Chitty. And of course, we were more than happy to take 3 and very proud to show them and very proud everybody's got their O'Toole gear on. Her siblings are here, her husband, her mother-in-law, and
the gang
so
is out.
Everyone's here. Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad that you're here, and I hope that you have a great weekend, great last weekend.
I will. Absolutely. Thank you. All right.
Thank you, Key. Danielle O'Toole showing you what she's all about, getting a couple of quick outs, both outs on the ground, and O'Toole, as she has as a college player, as an international player, now pro player, fielding her position flawlessly.
I'll put her up there as best fielding pitcher in the league.
Wow. Alicia Ocasio?
Yeah, I'm going O'Toole.
Wow, that's awesome.
And I say that because the way that she's able to maneuver and turn her body as a left-handed pitcher is like nothing that I've ever seen. Like it looks flawless, and she does it so quick. And I've seen her make some plays against Canada where I was like, dang, really?
Yeah.
I used to have the yips.
That's
and
awesome.
I look at that, and I'm like, yeah, she's one of a kind when it comes to that.
Hit well into the gap. This is Sydney Romero, chance for extra bases. On her way to second, and she'll make it standing. 2-out double, Sydney Romero.
The catcher,
Romero's now 2 for 3 in her ball game.
Mulipola.
And I'm kind of at this place right now with 2 down and an open base.
Walker.
Yeah.
Deja Mulipola was tied for about 10 minutes of real time with Shannon Rhodes for the home run lead. And then she hit a home run last time up into the grandstands in right field. Enormous power, any part of the ballpark. Two 2-0. Maybe O'Toole just kind of creatively pitching around Mulipola. (3-0). Nothing even close to the plate for Mulipola so far. Does she swing 3-0?
Nah. I think it's a intentional walk. 8 points for Deja Mulipola, but I just think that's a smart move with the tomahawk bomb opposite field her last at bat. I kind of take the bat out of her hands if I have the open base, and I attack Hannah Flippin, who can very well go yard. I mean, 2 home runs on the season herself.
Oh, that's 8 points the hard way. Flippin is hit to load the bases. That is the 3rd consecutive time that Flippin has reached base without the benefit of a base hit. She's been walked twice, and now she's been hit.
That just does not feel good. You do see a lot of hitters that wear that Evo shield just to be able to protect places like that, but I mean, I feel like I already see the bruise.
O'Toole giving her a going away present. Here's Mia Davidson, one of the greatest power hitters in the history of college softball. With an opportunity here. There's your Geico leaderboard. Davidson began the day 14th on the leaderboard. If she gets a hold of one right here, it'll be a big part of her day. That'll move her up. Grand slams, wow. That would not only give Team Mulipola the lead, but it would be big in terms of MVP points potentially for Davidson.
Good healthy hack, 2-0 count.
We've had 1 Grand Slam each season. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Oh my goodness, that'll bring in a run. Davidson is hit with the bases loaded and an earned run against Danielle O'Toole, and we're tied at 4.
Number 47, Lily Piper.
So after the 2-out double to Sydney Romero, a walk and 2 hit batters to score a run. And O'Toole is going to leave the ball game. We're going to have a new pitcher. It's going to be the rookie from Duke, Peyton St. George, coming into our ball game. And as Peyton St. George gets loose, we're going to listen in to the best sound that we've heard all season long.
Are we ready to rock and roll, babe?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I mean, everybody here is a good hitter. Just let me know where you guys move.
Are we ready to rock and roll, babe?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I mean, everybody here is a a good hitter. Just let me know where you guys move, and I'll move with you, or I'll tell you that that's going to be.
Well, can you tell me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got you guys.
Bases loaded with flipping up. I love that, you know.
Everybody give me your best opera. The first thing we change.
Good.
Wow, that's pretty good.
I'm just out here trying to like get some points for my first time as a captain, so you know, just.
Oh my God. Gosh darn it.
Hey, look what I found. Good job.
There you go, Mom. I did it. I'm in the chair chat.
That's my best friend.
I'm sorry I yelled at you.
I wouldn't expect you to agree with me.
Okay, I'm sorry. Don't do it again. I'm kidding.
That was funny.
We've had some great moments this year. I love the fact that we get this unbridled access, and it yields fantastic stuff more often than not. A new pitcher coming in, it's going to be Peyton St. George, and this is a ticklish situation. Runners on at every base with 2 outs, tie ball game, top of the 5th inning.
Good opportunity here for Peyton St. George to come in and have Team McCleney's back, help Danielle O'Toole. It's easier to come in with bases loaded 2 out than bases loaded none out, so use that to your advantage. Gets ahead quickly to Lily Piper.
Piper hadn't had the ball leave the infield yet. She's 0 for 2, couple of bounce outs. Clubbed into shallow center field, coming on and making the play is McCleney. The captain saves the day. McCleney makes the catch and leaves the bases loaded, but a run scores. Team Mulipola, they push across a run. Now they're looking to win the inning. Bottom of the 5th in a moment. Deja Mulipola has just been sensational. This home run a couple innings ago, opposite field, man, counting towards her point total and also counting towards planting trees for every run during this year's Athletes Unlimited softball season. Aspiration is planting 10 trees. So far this year, entering week 5, 2,430 trees have been committed. Pretty cool stuff. Well, Team Mulipola, they battled all the way back. They were down 4-0 after 3 innings. But they won the 4th inning and now have a chance to win this 5th inning. It's a 4-4 tie here in Rosemont.
I mean, what's your gut telling you with who's going to win this thing?
Well, momentum is all with Team Mulipola. But who knows? Shannon Rhodes is going to bat second in this inning, and she has just been a game changer. Get that home run her last time up. If Deja Mulipola wasn't just having just a historic season, Shannon Rhodes would have an equally good chance of winning the batting title, of being the home run champion, and of being the RBI leader. It's just incredible how she has just, I didn't want to use the word, but she's dominated.
Yeah.
As a rookie, she's dominated. She's hit in every single game. She's batting over 400. She's now got 7 homers, 13 runs batted in. Now she's going to bat with 1 out. Abby Ramirez swings at the first pitch and bounces it back to the pitcher, McQuillan.
I loved reading an article out about Shannon Rhodes, just talking about how when she'd gotten drafted out of Texas to come to Athletes Unlimited, decided to take the year off, just needed a mental break of just what the college softball season does. Its own mental beast at times. So she kind of got into this gig and was helping her dad coach a travel ball team and was working that 9 to 5 and was recruiting and building relationships and having conversations with people outside of the sport. But she was sitting down and having dinner with her dad and just said, like, I think I want to go back. And
Did she? She did! Her second homer of the game! Shannon Rhodes, how do you do?
Her second long ball of the night, travel 2.
again atop the AU home run list. Best rookie performance we've ever seen.
I mean, this is middle. This is middle, heart of the plate against one of the hottest hitters. That's gonna happen. Just, hey, put a good bat on it.
13 games played, 8 home runs for a rookie against some of the best pitchers in the world. Good golly, Miss Mom. And she looks unfazed. That's an important home run because it ties this 5th inning. It means that Team Mulipola will not win the 5th, and an opportunity now for Team McCleney to win the 5th.
Well, and just kind of going back to that transition for Rhodes, like helping her dad and coaching that Texas travel ball team, I think it just kind of ignited a little bit of a fire in her of like, man, I'm not really done yet. And she said to her dad sitting having dinner, wanting to go back and play, and said just his face kind of lit up. She was too young to hang it up. You know, for me, like in just Shannon Rhodes and the potential and just what she was able to do at Oregon and then transferred to Texas and the dynamic player that she is. I love that, you know, she reached out to the PEC and said, hey, is the opportunity still on the table for me to compete in Athletes Unlimited? And of course it was. And I mean, wow.
The third baseman, number 52,
First walk allowed by McQuillan. Bianca Stelly is aboard with 1 out. If Bianca Stelly scores, it'll be an inning win for Team McCleney. And it seems like the ball's flying today. It is flying at a historic pace. We have 9 home runs in our ball game. That includes what we saw earlier today. It is a new single-day record for homers in a game this season. Today is game 25 and 26. In total, the season is 30-game season. 6 games every weekend for 5 weeks. Sam Fisher powered a homer her first time up. That was back in the 1st inning against Shannon Sale. Also singled. I'm curious, the whole kind of psychology of when you actually have your performance. Sam Fisher's perfect today. She's 2 for 2, had that 3-run home run, which seemed enormous back in the 1st inning. But when MVP votes are handed out, do you remember what happened back in the 1st inning? There's been a lot of things that have happened since. Well, the great thing about Athletes Unlimited is the 1st inning counts as much as the 5th inning, and the 6th inning, and the 7th inning. You know, you're trying to win an inning for 10 points. But do people remember how important that home run was back in the 1st inning? We shall see.
They do.
Okay, just me. I'm losing my memory. Now, right now, just thinking about MVP points at the end of the game, you got Shannon Rhodes, you got 2 homers. You got Danielle O'Toole, a homer and a walk. Your hand flipping had been retired today. You got 2 for 2 performance with a homer, Sam Fisher. Still just 1 out. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Off Fisher's own leg.
That does not feel good. This is a great curveball, low and in, just gets her top of the foot. And the knee on the ball.
As a pitcher, when you have that, when you do that and batter hits it off themselves, is there something that you would come back to the next pitch?
Heavy in.
You can
I want
build
to
off
try to
of
make
it?
them do it again.
Okay.
And I mean that, like, they don't want to do it again. So for them, they're defensive a little bit more on the in because they're just, I don't want to hit myself. They pepper right back to that spot. And when I did hit back in the day, like, I would go up there looking like Terminator. I mean, I literally had like all the stuff on my both feet because the arm, I had to wear it on both arms because there's nothing worse than just crushing yourself.
That's the second out for McCleney. She strikes out Fisher.
Good plan of attack for Taylor McCleney. Sam Fisher hits herself. She goes back on the inner half for a ball and then goes back with the backwards K with the curve on the inner half.
Third strikeout for McCleney since coming into the ball game. Andrea Filler is the batter. Runner on at first base, Bianca Stelli. If she scores, it'll be an inning win for Team McCleney. On the ground, Piper. She's done a really good job defensively this year, Piper has. But a huge home run by Shannon Rhodes, her second of the ball game.
I kind of feel like this rookie is setting herself up for being the rookie of the year. This was home run number 7 earlier on in the game. She saw Danielle O'Toole set the new home run record and said, absolutely not. We're tying this bad boy up. You and I are 8 apiece. Big rookie. I'm a fan.
It's been a fun game to watch. 1-run lead for Team McCleney as we move to the 6th inning. The 5th inning was tied, so this inning will be worth 20 points to every member of whichever team scores the most runs. We've got more games coming your way. Starting tomorrow, doubleheader, 1 Eastern time. Team McCleney, Team Chittister, followed by Team Denham taking on Team Mulipola, and then another doubleheader coming up on Sunday. That'll start at 2 Eastern time when it's all said and done. We will crown a champion for our 3rd season of Athletes Unlimited Softball Championship season. Year 1, 2020, was Kat Osterman. Last year it was Alicia Ocasio. This year a bunch of players in the mix, but the leader is Danielle Mulipola. Sierra Romero batting against Peyton St. George, who came out of the pen an inning ago. Talked to a lot of people around the league, and they're really impressed with what Peyton St. George has been able to do.
Yeah, her work ethic and attention to detail. Talking with one of the facilitators, Jen Salling, I mean, she's constantly working out and putting herself in a position to keep her body just going and healthy. And at times people think when you get into season or you get into a league like this, like you stop all working out because, oh man, we need to stay healthy for the field. But it's actually the opposite. You want to continue to keep working out and putting your body through the tough stuff because it just, you maintain what you've worked on all off season and you don't just stop. When you get into competition, maybe you go a little lighter, you do stuff a little differently at times, but
Sharply hit to right, but right in the tracks of Shannon Rhodes. Sierra Romero can't hit it any harder, but right to Rhodes for a hard out number 1. Next in line for Team Mulipola is Odyssey Alexander. 1 for 2 on the day, had a double back in the 3rd inning. 2-hit ball game for Odyssey. Solid 1-out single. What that does is it's just going to move that order through and give opportunities for the heart of the order next inning if they don't score any runs this inning. Morgan Zirkle will now bat, and then the top of the order, Victoria Hayward, Sydney Romero, and Danielle Mulipola. Andrews back in the game. Second time we've seen her run for Odyssey Alexander. With that base hit, Odyssey is now 3 for 7.
Running for Odyssey Alexander.
Clearly limited time, but
number 11,
she showed me something.
Sanders pinch running for Team Mulipola.
Here's Zirkle. The Unlimited Club provides great benefits, including fan voting on league decisions, interactions with players, signed items, and more. For more information or to join today, go to auprosports.com. St. George has circle set up. Wow, confused here. And now they've got Andrews caught. It's going to be an unusual double play. Maybe not. How did Andrews get Boschman out of the baseline? So it is a double play, and the inning ends on the base paths as Andrews is caught off the bag. How about that?
Just a little bit of a pickle. Sis Bates, the leader, walks her back, does the little fake, but out of the baseline, Andrea Filler says no, no.
Welcome back, everyone. It's a 5-4 lead for Team McCleney over Team Mulipola.
Yeah, let's just take a little peek. We've expanded the strike zone just a bit. We've gone river, we've gone up a little, and we've gone down a little. It's changed a bit from the college game. You're going to get that up and in a little bit. You're going to get that down and in, as well as expanding the outer part of the zone. I like that we're going a little bit big. At times, I wish it was super consistent. We've had moments where we've seen a bigger zone and then we've seen it a little bit smaller, but at times I think that that's the right move to just make it a little bit bigger here. These hitters are great enough to expand the zone, and these pitchers deserve half a ball to a ball off the plate. That's how I feel about that, Eric.
No, I'm with you in terms of the quality of hitter and the frequency that these hitters are seeing the same pitchers. I think that I'm more than willing to make the job of the hitters a little bit more difficult. And that's widening the plate or expanding the zone. Sure. Some great players. Here's Nadia Taylor. It'll be Taylor, Palacios, and Bates scheduled to hit against Taylor McQuillan. New first baseman Courtney Gano comes on, replacing Odyssey Alexander. Odyssey may be out of the game, possibly preparing to come in to pitch. Nadia bounces it foul, third base side. I apologize, I spoke out of turn. Odyssey Alexander can't come back in. She's been subbed out twice.
Now this one's for you. She can still move a little as a facilitator. She heard you talking trash last weekend.
She played some first base for Team Canada over the Olympics last summer.
Yeah, our third baseman and shortstop were pretty darn good with Canada. Jen could have played the hot corner, but I liked her at first. She was closer to me when I was in there in the circle, and if I got in my dome, I was like, all right, there's Jen. Say something to me.
Ball gets away from the catcher. Nadia on her way down to first. Good play. Deja Mulipola threw a strike, and that's the first out here in the bottom of the sixth inning.
Number 13, Sasha.
Fourth strikeout for McQuillan.
I mean, this is just a filthy pitch. You see how out in front Nadia Taylor is. And Deja Mulipola has to make a throw over Nadia Taylor's head. That's not easy. Taylor McQuillan, I think, has come in and has done a really good job. She's been efficient, hit good spots, is continuing to mix it up and change speeds well.
Yeah, she's only been blemished twice, and both times it was Shannon Rhodes. Rhodes goes opposite field for homers in both the third and the fifth inning against McQuillan. Perfect pitch.
And when Taylor McQuillan can keep that changeup low and away, it is just a filthy pitch. especially those lefty-lefty matchups. At times, you don't get to see left-handed pitchers as often as you do righties. So when you step in the box as a left-handed hitter facing someone like Taylor McCleney or Danielle O'Toole, it at times is more of a challenge. You're needing to face that curveball, that changeup.
Off of McCleney. Infield base hit for Palacios.
The shortstop.
First time that Palacios has been aboard. Probably a little interplay between Palacios and McCleney. They're very good friends. Have known each other for years, playing against each other, both in the Pac-12 and playing with each other for the Mexican national team. And now Palacios will come out of the game. She'll be pinch run for. Nicole Rangel-Mendez comes in. Important part of our ball game here. Should Team McCleney score a run, everyone on Team McCleney is going to be plus 20. The 5th inning was tied, so this is a rollover 20.6th inning. Sis Bates tripled her last time up. Her second look at McCleney. You got Rangel-Mendez at first, and she can run.
Am I the only one that heard that? Okay.
5-4 lead for Team McCleney. You win a game, everyone's plus 50. High pop-up's going to be playable. Shallow right field. Oh, it drops! Romero overran it, but the wherewithal to get the runner out at second. It's a force out, an unusual 4-6, but that's the second out of the inning.
Center fielder number 28, Haley McCleney.
This was a skyrocket. This hung for a long time, and luckily she was able to just gun up and make that play to get Nicole Rangel-Mendez. And that's kind of a tricky situation for a base runner, because if you go too far off the base there, Sydney Romero's right there, so she's going to double you off anyways. There's nothing you can do. You got to tip your cap.
And that's one of those things too for a Taylor McCleney. That would have been a base hit. You know, you can't rule an error on something that really the player never got too close to. And so that would have been the same thing as someone hitting a rocket single someplace. And potentially, if a runner had come around to score, the run would have been earned. So Taylor McCleney, in multiple ways, happy that the out was recorded at second. Here's the captain, McCleney. Chance to win an inning for her team. Haven't seen very many steals this year.
Ooh. Hey, when you see Haley McCleney swinging out of her shoes, even though she swings and miss, like she just unleashes on this. And it also makes you look as a viewer and go, why is she swinging at that pitch way over her head? Looks like a meatball.
Ball and 2 strikes to McCleney. Looking for her first hit of the weekend. She walked in the first inning, bounced to second, flew out the left.
I think if Taylor McCleney could throw a low backdoor curveball, she's going to go with a regular curve, but like if she could keep something knee down on the inner half, it'd be a good challenge for Haley McCleney to try to drop barrel on that pitch. Like I said, McCleney and Amanda Lorenz, I got to stay down in the zone, and I want to try to pepper them down and in.
Got on top of that one. It is foul.
And that's why you keep it low. Eric, long strike. And at times a pitcher will look at that and go like, oh, now I can't go back on the inner half. She almost got me. But everything's about location. So if you can drop something down 4 or 5 inches and keep it really low, the bat angle that she has to go from trying to tomahawk that to then having to drop to the inner half is hard. She can cover the outside part of the plate well with the curveball and is able to keep her bat on plane better than anyone I think I've seen. So I'm just telling you what I would do in this situation. I would go down and in, keep it low, whether it's a backdoor, change up, or a drop ball in the inner half.
Another 3-2. And the walk is going to put some points next to McCleney's name. Walks are +8. And the inning continues. Abby Ramirez will bat.
And you know what? It's not a bad walk. If you didn't feel comfortable going in, I think it kind of comes down to the mentality of open base, maybe attack Abby Ramirez if you feel more confident. It just depends on, as a pitcher, what you feel in your gut. What do you feel more comfortable with in that moment?
Ramirez's third look at McQuillan. She struck out and bounced out against McQuillan so far today. If Sis Bates on at second is able to come around to score, it's an inning win, +20 for everyone on Team McCleney. Oh my goodness, if Abby Ramirez can somehow keep this inning alive, you know who's on deck? Shannon Rhodes. All she's done is powered 2 homers off McQuillan in her last 2 at-bats. Oh, Abby Ramirez swung at ball 3. It's now 2-2. Hottest softball player in the world right there. Softly to third. Piper behind her, and a heads-up play by Flippin. Man, nothing gets past Hannah Flippin. She wasn't going to win the race to the bag, so she throws down the last-minute tag of Sis Bates.
I think Lily Piper was respecting the speed of Abby Ramirez and knew that there was a force. Hannah Flippin will always be there. That was close. Oh, boy.
Haley McCleney's been a captain for a long time. Her team leads Team Mulipola by 1 as we play the 7th inning. And Haley McCleney knowing that being a captain is not about just performing on the field, it's about getting everyone on the same page. And to that end, Danielle, this is what they did earlier this morning.
And this was the jump into Lake Michigan. This is a thing. Did you know this was a thing?
I've lived here for 20 years. I didn't know it was a thing.
It's a Friday thing, 6 a.m.
Didn't know that.
They have an Instagram about it. People go and do it, and they bring their dinghies.
Dinghies? Don't you call it Canada?
Floaties. So we do call them like dinghies.
All right. I love it. Yeah, everyone, with the exception of 2, jumped in.
Who didn't jump in?
I'm not going to name names.
Wow. Off the record.
We've made it to the 7th inning. And folks, there is so much on the line. It is a 1-run ball game. Team Mulipola down to their last 3 outs, but they've got their best possibility here. It's the top of the lineup. Victoria Hayward, Sydney Romero, Deja Mulipola against the rookie Peyton St. George. These will be the hardest 3 outs she'll need to get all season long. Hayward down in the count 0-2. Talk about extremes. You got Victoria Hayward, who's been part of the Canadian national team for over a decade. So much experience as a professional, internationally, as a collegian, taking on a rookie in Peyton St. George. Fresh out of Duke.
In those types of situations, though, the game is the game. You know what I mean? Like, it can be hard and crazy to look at it like, oh man, someone and their crazy experience and then a rookie, but at the end of the day, it's still pitching and it's still hitting and it's executing a game plan and using that to your advantage.
Sis Bates throws out Hayward. First out in the 7th inning.
Second baseman, number 2, Sydney Romero.
If Peyton St. George can put a 0 on the board, it's going to be a +80 for everyone on Team McCleney.
Great job by Sis Bates. knowing obviously fellow dog and Victoria Hayward has speed up the line. But do not count out Team Mulipola. Even with one down, I mean, you still have Sid Romero. You know you're going to get to Deja Mulipola. Potentially Hannah Flippin.
Oh, and 2. The 5th inning was tied. The 6th inning was tied. Here in the 7th, 30 points are on the line. Whoever wins this inning. And if it's Team McCleney that wins the inning, it's plus 30 for all the inning wins, plus the 50 for winning the game. That'll be a plus 80. That's what's on the line for number 50, the rookie right-hander from Duke, Peyton St. George. If that was a wood bat, it would have broken it. She got that off the handle of the bat. Two balls and 2 strikes, 1 out here in the 7th inning. Off the glove of Filler. That'll be a base hit for Romero. She's heading to second, and she'll make it. A hustle double by Sydney Romero. Man, that's a 3rd hit of the ball game for Romero. Back-to-back doubles her last 2 times up.
It's a good piece. Andrea Filler, lays it all out, gets past Abby Ramirez, doesn't even finish her swing. Open base, I'm putting Mulipola on all day, Eric.
Really?
All day.
If he's the potential go-ahead run, you're going to put her on.
I got to hang my hat on who I feel the most confident in. Unless you are just absolutely spot on location and you keep it down, but if you elevate anything to Mulipola, I mean, one swing of the bat, they got the go-ahead too.
You have everyone in the infield involved in this meeting with the facilitator, Jen Salling, and the center fielder, Haley McCleney, who's the captain.
I put her on.
Game hanging in the balance, and the decisions being made with the home plate umpire, Don Brown, saying, make the decision now.
Ooh, I love this stuff. This is great. This is what it comes down to. It comes down to like a gut feeling and what you want to do as a pitcher. It doesn't come down to Haley McCleney saying this is what you need to do. It comes down to Peyton St. George in this moment and what the plan is and everyone getting on the same page.
Deja Mulipola atop the leaderboard. Leads AU in batting average, homers, and runs batted in. They're going to pitch to her. Kind of.
I mean, she would have to expect that at this point, right? If it's the intentional walk.
Not so fast.
I like this spot. I go right back there. I do not bring it up an inch or down an inch.
Oh, good golly. Ball and 2 strikes. Look at the guts of Peyton St. George. She is unfazed. Does she have one more in her?
You can freeze her on the inner half if you hit a really good spot. It's when you miss and you miss up. If you keep it low and in on Deja Mulipola, she can drop barrel, but her wheelhouse is up and in. So as a pitcher, if you want to go to the inner half, you gotta have the right count, but you gotta hit the right location.
You know, the first 2 strikes came relatively easy. Getting that final one against Mulipola. Good luck. Ball and 2 strikes. You got Sydney Romero on at second. 1-run game. Team McCleney trying to hang on. Popped up. It's going to be playable. Piancastelli, 2 down. That is a massive out. What a performance by Peyton St. George.
Shortstop, number 19, Hannah Flippin.
Really great job by St. George in that situation. Hit good quality spots, jumps ahead early.
And now you've got Hannah Flippin, who has had the most unusual game. She has scored 24 points without ever taking the bat off the shoulder. She's walked twice and been hit. That is fielded by Filler. Wins the race to the bag. Ball game. What a job by Peyton St. George. The rookie from Duke with gravel in her guts and spit in her eye comes through for the wonderful inning and a half save. We'll take a timeout. Come back to wrap this one up with a pretty bow in just a moment. Wow, what an electric evening we have seen. The points for winning the final 3 innings and winning the ball game have been added up, and this is what your current Geico leaderboard looks like. Deja Mulipola is in first place, but Danielle, things are getting really close.
Oh my God, things are getting spicy. I'm here for it.
Well, we've got much more coming your way. This is just day 1 of what will be 3 consecutive doubleheaders here from Rosemont, Illinois. For Daniel Laurie, for Key Michael, and our entire Athletes Unlimited crew, I am Eric Collins. What a win for Team McCleney. Tomorrow's Athletes Unlimited Championship Softball continues. Our doubleheader starts at 1 Eastern on ESPNU. Good night, everybody, from Rosemont.